Riverside is a prospect generator. Myself, I'm the founder. I grew up in Riverside, California, and for us as a team, we've been able to work quite consistently to keep and create shareholder value. One of the ways we've created shareholder value is through the people. Myself, I have a PhD. The whole team is technically quite competent, been able to work with the majors. Second thing is we have quality projects, multiple commodity, and we've had partners, major companies, de-risking those while we've been able to develop them. The third is with those partners, they've done the due diligence for you. We've had Hochschild, Antofagasta, Cleveland Cliffs, Kinross, all those companies continually partner with us. And now I'll tell you about what are some of the things that we have as catalysts coming in this year. With a strong team that's worked in so many great places, you'd expect these catalysts to be, one of them, a focus in gold. So Riverside's been able to develop gold resources in Sonora State and Durango State in Mexico. Why Mexico? Mexico has been a major country for silver and for gold, 500 years. And with such great potential and past production, we have the great potential now to develop new projects. In fact, myself had the opportunity to work at Mulatos, Alamos Gold Mines, involved with the discovery there. That's become a multi-billion-dollar company. That's what we think Riverside could do. The other commodity is copper. The thing we like about copper is the industrialization that's going on right now. Electric cars, electric vehicles, and particularly Mexico is a copper country. By working in Mexico, by working in regions of Mexico that are very safe, in the northern part, the state of Sonora, up in the north, is very similar to the state of Nevada in size and endowment. In Sonora, we find very high-grade gold deposits, we find very good silver deposits, and many of the stories that you see of making news in progress in Mexico are working in that part. Durango and Sinaloa are two other major states. So we have a portfolio. Riverside's not just one project, we're a prospect generator. But if you asked us, what is the one catalyst? The reason you want value, the Cecilia project. Rarely do you see us focus on drilling. This year, Riverside's going forward ourselves with drilling this Cecilia project. If your shareholders out there, you say, wow, Riverside can walk up to an area that's had past drilling, that's had gold, and we see now we can step off from that and expand this. Over the last 2 years, we've consolidated this district. You can see there are not a lot of houses. It's a very easy place to work. It's a great place to build a mine. In fact, there are many major mines right around us. Some of the people in this building and the other are actually producing near to this project that we have. We see this as a great asset. And here we can see a little video as we're able to fly over it. You get a bit of a sense that you're looking at a geological region with great potential, these same type of geological areas that you can see, vast areas around you, very easy to work. Very safe, very mine-friendly. That's what Riverside does. That's why we continually have the majors partner with us. As a prospect generator, if you can generate projects that the other majors must have, we generate the projects that will feed the pipeline of the future. Mexico has been one of the countries that have been the fastest to develop new mines. Myself, I started 30 years ago. Think back to what you were doing in 1987, if you were born. 1987, I was working on this hill at Cecilia. I was working as a translator. I was working as a translator, working in Mexico, because in Mexico, it's always been a mining country in the United States, where I'm from. I grew up in Riverside, California. Thus, I named the company. Follow Warren Buffett. Go for a company where the CEO has never sold a share. Go for a company where the CEO is totally passionate about it. I ask you, please, ask any of the people that work in Riverside about passion. Ask, why are we there? Because Mexico's the place to do it. The CEO is totally involved. And Mexico's been the leader for 500 years. Silver is the great commodity. We have a great district. The major mining company in Mexico is Peñoles, Fresnillo. And Riverside owns the core of that district. We have a database. We use artificial intelligence. We use this technology. We work on putting it together. A 75,000 location database that we've built up over 30 years to pick what are the best 75 locations. And then we focus on those. Riverside drilled here. When we drilled here, we developed a resource. This has now progressed. It's next to the operations of Argonaut Gold. So you'd say, what is Riverside? Riverside is a prospect generator. What are they doing? They're generating projects that become resources where we retain a royalty. We don't buy royalties, we create them. We use our database because knowledge is golden. And what we do is we then put that into these projects to be able to grab things. So what's a catalyst in 2019? Copper. Copper's really happening. There's a lot of interest in copper. I used to live in Chile, used to work at the Escondida copper mine. Copper is so big. Well, Mexico was a mega copper producer. In 2019, I foreshadow that Riverside will go and try to find partnerships on copper. We will actually develop more partnerships to progress copper. As we see the copper going forward, Riverside's able to bring our copper projects forward. We're able to bring projects in different commodities out of this database. That's proprietary. How do we develop the database? Is from a long time, going to the projects. We've visited thousands of locations, have found the best projects. So major companies ongoingly in the past, Antofagasta, for example. In the future, maybe more copper companies coming to work with us. So by being a shareholder in Riverside, you get the value of catalysts for gold, silver, copper. For the life of the company, we have had $2 of spent by the partner for every $1 we've been able to spend. That gives you as a shareholder an amazing opportunity. We have a tight share structure. 45 million shares out. Riverside has been able to keep that tight share structure by operating for over 13 years, by having partner funding. Partner funding really makes a difference. So in 2019, what is a catalyst? Drilling. A partner, Sinaloa Resources, doing the drilling on a project that Riverside owns. That's the business model in action. So right now, if you're not a shareholder, this is the time to get in because we have these catalysts going forward. We're trading at a very low on our lifetime share price, and we have high value, high grade projects in easy to access. The video that I show you from Cecilia shows nice, easy areas to work. Every place we've worked. I had the chance to work in BHP, the chance to work in Tech Resources. It was great to work in those companies. And when I did, we went to far off lands, found projects, but it was difficult to get them into production. Mexico is a mining country. It's a very easy place. So these projects, for example, at Sinaloa Resources, this Cecilia project is an hour's drive from Mazatlan, a very easy way to go on paved road into a mining area. Rob McEwen, the main operation that McEwen Mining had when they were going forward is U.S. Gold. The first and only operation they had when they were going was the Los Gatos mine, which is just to the north of us. America Silver, how did they get going? They got going with a project at Cosala as well as in Sinaloa. First Majestic also operating in the San Dimas district. So where we're operating, there are many mines around us. So Riverside is focusing on value, on economics. We have continued exploration, continued partnerships. We've been continued to have the partner funding on those partnerships. What you could really see is the catalysts will be drill results from the Cecilia project, drilling results from Riverside on the Cecilia project, a portfolio with copper, a portfolio with silver. So Riverside, if you want to go to who is the best in working in Mexico as a generator, we're glad to be there. We've been able to be there for 13 years. I've been able to be there for 30 years. Our team speaks fluent bilingual Spanish. We have our team here. We have a booth. We'd love to speak to you. We'll have a booth at the PDAC. We've had the same booth spot for 13 years. 24/13. We're here long term. I used to run marathons, ultra marathons. We believe it's a long-term program. And to be successful, you practice. Riverside has practiced. With our project generation model, we really see the growth through acquisitions. So for Riverside, it's great if you become a shareholder and you see value. Discovery, owning the projects with a CEO who has never sold a share. Look forward to your being a shareholder. Thank you.